This is Jules for 9211 with a much requested profile deck for a Dark Magician. They keep asking me for the budget. Um, I do have um, the expensive version. Um, the one that I have is you can get the cards cheaper, but my deck is valued at around 1,800, something like that. Because I have like a lot of the rares, first edition, like Dark Magician Girl, um, Magician's Force, and all that. So I do have a way to make the deck go past like $7,000 since I do have the LOB first edition English uh, prints of Dark Magician. However, I just included some of the jump. But here is a profile for budget Dark Magician deck. So this is it right here. So we're looking at the monsters first. You're gonna have what has Black Dragon, and then you're gonna have this is common, even though they tell you that they go for a few cents. Like a lot of the budgets, they end up saying like $25. All of that is a lie because you have to pay shipping. So no matter where you buy it, shipping is usually only free on cards that are like $2 and up. But then they don't have tracking and they could get lost. So the money you paid could just be they could be getting robbed. So even in TCG Player, even though they're a few cents, you still have to pay shipping. If you're getting individual, it's $1. So not including the cards, you're still looking at $40. So all that you heard is a lie. So the only way to get it is to get it in a bundle, maybe the whole deck or the majority of the deck. That way you could get it cheaper. This profile is about $100 deck. It's above Rogue. It plays meta. The one that I play is top tier. It destroys meta, but this one's the budget. So you play that one is usually a dollar or two. Um, this one's also a dollar or two. You could get the common. Um, those obviously the super, but you could get the common. Two of them, Effect Veiler. So Red Eyes, Black Dragon, Spellbook, Magician of Prophecy, two Veiler, two Jesters. They're at $3 each. And then you have three Magician Rods common, about $1, $2 each. Then you have to go with the Apprentice Illusion. If you didn't get her, you can play three Magician of Dark Illusion. I don't recommend it. You want the deck to be effective, you're gonna want to play three Apprentice Illusion, so you can boost up all your spellcasters. That's all you have, and defend, or even the Dark Magician, or your Dragoon. You can buy Dragoon separate, but this is just the deck. Dark Magician Girl common, one Magician of Black Illusion. You can get commons of these, but those are the supers. Obviously, they're a little more expensive. But just whenever you see a card, think of the cheapest version of it. So there's a lineup. There's 16 of them, and this is the budget. So then for the spells, you want to play a Harpies. You can discard it. Twin Twister, Super Poly, Red Eyes Fusion, Magical Eyes Fusion, Dark Magic Veil, Magician's Rested. You can play two of these. It's actually on. If you look at my videos, I play it and it works. I'll show you combos with it. Mystic Mind, Spellbook of Secrets, Spellbook of Knowledge, Dark Magic Attack, Secrets of Dark Magic Inheritance, Illusion Magic. This is not how I play the deck. This is just a budget. Soul Servant, the Japanese version, you need at least one. You can't play without it. Don't try to play anything else. If you want to play three. If you're not playing an official tournament, then I would suggest just getting the Asian versions. If you're gonna play in a an official tournament and get the English. There's no way around it. Playing any other deck, you're gonna have a bad experience. Um, so Dark Magic Circle at 2, because you can search it. And then you have a skill drain for the traps, summon limit, and then 2 crackdowns. I actually don't play that one. I play Ice Dragon Prison. Um, but that one, this is for the budget. And then Eternal Soul at 3. And I usually just play 2, but this is the budget version. So there you go. So I'm gonna show you a few combos right now. So here's one of the combo number 1. So basically any of these monsters that you see on the field, you can special summon, I mean either normal summon or special. And if the Ash Blossom, it doesn't really matter whatsoever. If you have Magician Souls, it's on my regular deck, it's all these plus the Magician Souls. But if you want to play the Magician Souls, and I'm trying to find it. Well, I can find it right now, but I have some Asian versions. You can play the Asian versions of it, and I have a few, but I can't find them. I have stacks of cards. So basically, this card, Magician's Restage, all it says is you special summon a magician that's in your graveyard level 4 or less back to the field. And then you can either do that, or you can select afterwards a card that says it stays continuous, and it says you select a card or spell that says magicians on it. So usually right hand, magician's right hand, magician's left hand, like that, or any of the monsters. I mean spell traps. So with this, you can basically summon any of these, any of them. So you got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and you use Moon Maiden, and you basically link, send it to the graveyard, bring this to bring it back, and then enter into Dragoon. It doesn't matter if they negate their effects. Usually, like I say, Soul Servant, you bring it out, and with her, all you need is her and this, and that's it. So I'll show you an example. You can play, you play a rod, they negate it, and then you just bring it back with this. I'm sorry, you link to Moon Maiden, then you bring it back with this. Link to Verde, and there you go, Anaconda. So the Magician Souls is the best choice. You discard Dark Magician Girl, Dark Magician special summon it. Then after that, I have an English version, just so that people can see what I mean. Let's see. I do sell cards online. If you're interested, let me know. I can sell some of the budget bills. I can sell you the expensive. I can do as much as I can, but I don't guarantee that I can lower the price too much. But I have a lot of copies of the English version and a lot of copies of the Asian. So basically, you special send to the graveyard Dark Magician Girl, Dark Magician. Then you can activate the effect, or even send mana, the negated, use mana's effect and still get it, or just take the negation, and then bring him back with this. What I've done in the past is sent them to the graveyard special, and they immediately destroy him. So when they destroy him, because they don't want to see him, they know he's a pot of greed, I'll play this Magician's Restage, and then I'll use the effect of Restage to send it to the graveyard. So it did special summon, and it got me a card to draw. But since we're not playing this in the budget, you just use the other monsters I told you with the Restage. So it's a one card combo Dragoon. You do the same thing with this card. Mostly all your monsters are dark. You can either normal or special. and it doesn't matter what it is. When it goes bye-bye, you just bring it back, um, and Moon Maiden, and you get two, and you jump into Dragoon. And you also have 1-star monsters like Jester and Effect Veiler. Um, so you can bring, you could bring Link Monster like Relinquish Anima, and there you go. From them, um, or you can negate hand traps. You can negate. I don't play hand traps in my top tier Dark Magician because it's too slow. But this is the budget. So if you notice any deck that doesn't make it past meta, like Sucks, Dark Magician, they all have one thing in common: too many hand traps. Hand traps slow you down. So if you have any doubts, look at my videos. I can take a maximum of 6 negations. So you can do all 3 Ash Blossoms and it still won't stop me. I'll do exactly what I want. Not on this deck. This is the budget build. So another card to think of. Well, we want to go off the monsters. Dark Magician. Since you just have 2, you're gonna try to avoid to dump them to the graveyard too much, in case you want to play Red Eyes Fusion. And then also, you can combo it in your hand. Believe it or not, it does happen that I have Black Dragon and Secrets of Dark Magic in him, or it could be on the field with Eternal, and you just go into Dragoon like that. Let's see, another one. Him, you just chain to draw 5 cards. Him with all spell and traps, he comes out special summon during your opponent's turn. Dark Magician, you just use her to draw cards, or discard for Dragoon, or you can use her with Secrets of Dark Magic to fuse with another spellcaster. And then you have them. You discard to draw or boost your monsters. And she can also be used to Link Summon or XYZ Summon. I didn't want to make the video too long, that's why I'm going pretty fast. So just a lot of people have been requesting the deck because it's about $120 deck, especially with the prices going up. I don't increase the price as the market. I kind of leave it at the same. I've sold several decks, maybe like 5-6 decks. People are happy with them and they're requesting more. So the first one is Feather. You can always discard it, so don't worry about they say it's a break. It's not. You just discard it for Princess Illusion, or you just blow up their spell trap. You could discard it for Dragoon. You could use it if you have Magician Souls to discard, to use it as Pot of Greed. Yeah, there's a lot of ways you can you could use it, not just the card itself. So there you go. And blow away a Mystic Mind. Then you really gonna love it. This one, the technique with that one is usually if you end up with a dead hand and you can't draw anything because you have Soul Servant, you can activate it to destroy a card that you played prior to it. It could be anything, or even in your opponent's field, to discard Dark Magician just to get the Magician Souls to activate. And then this one, Red Eyes Fusion. If you draw it first, it kind of sucks, but I'll post up a video where I draw it and I still play a lot of monsters. I think I play 6-7 monsters and on top Dragoon with this in my hand. I'll show you can see the video. So basically what I did was I special summoned a lot, and then brought Celine, the Queen of Master Magicians, and I just brought a special summon a lot. And then after that, I just thinned my deck out because I know it didn't mind anyways. And I sent Dark Dragon, or you can link with the Inmuk and then the Dark Magician to the graveyard, and then I just use Magicalized Fusion. And this one, when it was my turn, I discarded it for Dragoons for the Omni Negate. So people don't realize you could do that. This is Magicalized Fusion. You can jump into Quintet or your second Dragoon, or you can basically remove anything from your graveyard. So it comes in clutch later in the game. This one I already showed combos with it. Special summon anything, even Dragoon or the Dark Magicians. This one I already showed combos with it. Super Poly stops almost anything that's dark going against the Dark Magician deck. It comes in very important. Or any problematic masters that you might run into. A Mystic Mind, I play one. People hate it, so they make me keep it. If they didn't hate it, I wouldn't play it. But I'm not into Yu-Gi-Oh to make people happy. I'm into Yu-Gi-Oh to win. So it doesn't matter whether they hate your deck or like it. None of those things matter. You just win. So if you have any doubts, go look at my live duels. I had over 600. I deleted a lot of them. But I mean, I bait a lot of cards on purpose with like her Herald of what is it? Herald of Ultimateness or something, and they get it 2-3 of my cards and just played Mystic, and then they just scooped. They had nothing for it. So um, basically a lot of things that I play. If you have doubts, look at my duels. A lot of them are bait. You're thinking like they're negating me. No, they're not. I'm just baiting them because I'm gonna shut the game down, and you'll see the game. You'll see it. This one, you just chain for Spellbook Engine. You can always just discard it. Sometimes you gotta discard cards. You don't need them. Just to resolve something or a Dragoon, whatever. It doesn't matter. This one you should already know what it does. Spellbook Engine. Dark Magic Attack. This one's a big deal. So a lot of the Dark Mission players don't play it. They say it's a break. It sucks. So you have a Dragoon, Eternal Soul on the field, and it's their draw phase. You can chain during their draw phase to Eternal Soul and get Dark Magic Attack. That way you already have a card in your hand in case you don't have one to Omni Negate. So it helps me a lot. I chain it, or even at my opponent's end of the turn, I'll chain it, and I'll get it to my hand, or I'll just figure out a way to get it. Or even if they have a lot of back row, like a True Draco, or there's a Tri Brigade, a lot of decks. They have a lot of Spectrum Mystic Mind. I have a Feather. I'll activate the Feather. They'll destroy it, or now use Circle, banish their field barrier, and then right after, boom, Dark Magic Circle. Other times I played Feather, and they use Solemn Judgment because they're protected. Well, then I chain to this, get it, attack, boom, a second one. There has been happened a time where I fought a Knight deck, and I attacked, and then he negated it by moving his trap. So all I did was Soul Servant, got it back, boom, used it a second time in a different slot zone, and boom, blow up the field, won the game. So it does come clutch, especially if you need to discard something, or if you just want to thin out your deck. Let's say my duels, usually the first duel, I usually go like, I draw about 10, max like 12 cards. My total max is 15 in one turn. I can draw on my top tier Dark Magician. I show it on my channel. You can go say it's a piece of cake to draw a bunch of cards. Even I've gotten Ash 2-3 times and I still draw like 9 cards. It doesn't really matter. You want to get it to your hand to thin your deck so you don't draw it on your next pull. You might need to discard it. If you hate it so much, just use it that way. And then you have this Dark Magic Inheritance. I don't recommend it. Like I said, I recommend 3 Soul Servants. But if you have no option, then this. Every card is usually $1 or $2. This one, Illusion Magic, again, I don't recommend it. But if you have anything else you're gonna want to play, this you already know. And then here's the Soul Servant Asian. If you want, you can play one of these. There used to be $8, now they're $17. I have some. I think I sell them for $13, $14 online. If you want any, let me know. I have about 20 copies of the Unlimited English and about 25 of the first edition English if you need them. But of course, the price went up. You have 2 Magic Circles. This is your combo here. You don't want to play one because they do banish them. People play Cosmic Cyclone. They don't play the spell traps that I do. They play a different lineup. In Cyclone, they remove them. So to be honest with you, I've gotten removed a lot one, and the other one comes in handy. So yeah, you want to have two. No need for three. You just search it or get it. So now that we got rid of all the monsters, the spells, so here you go for the trap soul servant. You just bring a dark magician or you chain it um, to rod. You get dark. You can protect it. Let's say they summon a dragoon. When you see that they're gonna summon a dragoon and you can't stop it, um, it comes in clutch. It's a big deal. I'll show you the combo. So this is what I do. You can see it on my live duels. I do it all the time. It's common knowledge to me. It's like a basic move. So they link. You didn't get to stop them, and they're gonna enter Dragoon. You see Verte. You chain. You bring Dark Magician and defense. They can't blow up Eternal Soul, and they can't do nothing to Dark Magician. Not even the effect will work on them. They're gonna have to attack them. So you just stopped it. You stopped it. No, if he comes out and you want to purposely bait it, you can activate and then special and then get the rod. He might stop this. When it blows up, the effect activates in the graveyard. That's when you activate rod, stopping the Dark Magician from being destroyed because you tribute him. Get rod to your hand, and then you can chain to Ice Prism, Ice Dragon Prism. So, and then just get rid of him. Get rid of him with the Dark Magician. So that's a chain right there. It works every time. I've never lost. I've had maybe as most as like 30 duels, which is times two is a lot. Over 60 single matches. I lost one match, but not a duel with the mirror. Mirror duel, mirror match. To me, the mirror matches are the easiest to play because I don't play meta, so I don't struggle. I'm not at 50%. Like whoever gets ashed first, whoever gets Dragoon, none of that things matters to me. If you doubt it, go see my online duels. They're very easy. Dark Magician Mirror is the easiest deck to beat for me. It's so easy. So you play one summon limit and then two crackdowns. I actually don't play one crackdown. I would play a Dragon's Prison as a substitute, but I mean, this is a budget. Summon limit, you can play three crackdowns. It's up to you. The actual price of the deck and everything with the budget, as strong as it is, to be honest with you, you might be looking at 80. But I do have some cards that I couldn't find common. Obviously, it goes to like 120. And then one skill drain. You have to play skill drain, even if it's a budget. If you want to be able to beat Rogue, you gotta have a skill drain. You can't go around that. If you're gonna play without a skill drain, then I don't know if you should play Dark Magician. Skill drain with Circle and Eternal Soul. Skill drain by itself doesn't win you games. How people tell you like skill drain wins games, that's a lie. Skill drain, Circle, and Eternal, that wins games. And honestly, when I see it on my field, it's